Hi there and welcome to another Q&A where I get to answer your baking questions. Now today we're going to look at preparing a springform tin which will make it super easy to remove your cake once it's baked. Now the reason why you use a springform tin with removable sides is that it's usually when you're baking a cake that is quite fragile or can't be inverted onto a cake rack. So it's things like cheesecakes, flourless chocolate cakes, sometimes cakes that have got toppings like this one, which I don't want to invert and disturb the topping itself. And that's where a springform pan comes in really handy. So there are two tricks when coming to preparing your pan that will help you remove it once your cake is cooked, or remove the cake once it's cooked. The first thing is to make sure that you use the base upside down. There's a little rim that runs around the top and normally that would be facing up, but what I'd like you to do is turn it upside down. So this will create a really flat surface, which makes it so much easier to remove your cake once it's baked. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to use a square of baking paper rather than a round that has been cut to the size of the tin itself. So what you do is you just place the baking paper over the upturned base and then clamp the sides into place, making sure that it fits snugly and that it's not uneven around the base, because sometimes they can get a bit fiddly and clamp in the wrong way. So what you'll find is that you've got paper that is sticking out all around the base edge, but this is a good thing and I'll show you why. So remember, just enough for it to stick out a little bit all the way around, if you can see that. Now, the reason why this is good is that once you've baked a cake and you remove the outside ring, this paper then acts as a really good leverage tool to be able to take it off the base and remove that base and then transfer it to a wire rack. And as you can see, that's quite easy to do. But the other thing it does, which is really great, and I've got my cake stand here, is that it allows you a little bit of paper around the outside that you can hold on to while you get a spatula or a palette knife or whatever you use to transfer your cakes onto your cake stand or cake plate. And it means that you're not sort of digging around and trying to find that edge of that round of the paper if you've cut it out to line it. And so it's just a great way of lining your springform tin, no fuss, really easy to do, and it makes removing your cakes from the springform tin super easy. So I hope this is going to help you next time that you make a cake in a springform tin. If you've got any other questions that you would like to ask me, pop them in the comments below and I'll be sure to come back to it in a future video. Have a great weekend and I'll see you soon.